Ladies and gentlemen, it is your boy Rico back at it again. Folks, welcome to another edition of the RICO Report. Yes, sir. Shout out to everybody tuned in. It's a Friday evening. You guys could be doing a lot of things, but you guys are giving me your time, and I appreciate it. We're talking Bills football, so how could you not be here with your boy? So welcome to the show. For those that are here for the first time, smash that like, join, subscribe, and you're going to be here for a good time. For those that have been here rocking with your boy for a minute, salute to you. I see the chat is bumping right now. I see y'all. King Thriller in the building. Don Keith, my girl, what's happening? Buffalo Kid, what's good? Buffalo Mafia News, I see you, man. Collins here. Everybody's in the building right now. Let's go, man. Father Snowman, hey, I see you, bro. I see you. Listen, folks, we have a good one for today, man. The big chatter has been what's going on with our guy, Josh Allen. Josh Allen has been the talk of the town. A lot of people coming to his defense, as they should. And a lot of people are now starting to say, hold on a second, wait a minute. That's not the Josh that I know. That's not the Josh that we are so accustomed to. So we're here to talk about it. I see my man Logan is a little upset. I want one of those milk cartons. No, you're not upset. Well, listen, man. Sometimes when people go missing, we're not used to not seeing this person here. You got to put an APB alert. You got to put them on a milk carton. Where you at? And we need our guy Josh back. That's the facts, man. Shout out to my guy Josh Quaintance. Yo, that intro beat bangs, bro. I appreciate that, fam. I appreciate that. If anybody is nice on the mic, you know what I'm saying, you got 16 bars. Not even 60. You give me 8 bars and throw it on that beat and put it as my intro. Talk to me. Let's go. Yo, Don Keith. You see that? Listen, I appreciate Don Keith because she notices these things, my lady. I appreciate you. So here's the deal, man. I moved to a new province. You guys already know that. And 2 things that I think people need, whether you're a man or you're a woman or not. All right? Or in between, whatever you are, or you decide to be. You need a mechanic. Number 1, you need to find yourself a mechanic. And I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying, going to give me your Dodge and your freaking Ford dealerships, your Chevy dealerships. I'm talking about like that mechanic, that one guy that will say, yo, I got you. Don't worry about it. Yo, they're going to charge you this. No, I'll charge you this because it doesn't really take that long. That guy. You need to find yourself a mechanic. And I think I found me one. Legit. Let me tell you how legit this. I need to get into this. Let me tell you how legit this mechanic was that I found. So I'm looking for a mechanic. I'm driving around. I'm like, hey, what's going on? I don't do the Google shits. I go and I talk to mechanics and I just see what they're about. So I go to this one cat, young guy, took over and bought the business from this one guy, didn't want nothing to do with it. So buddy was like, hey man, what's going on? I'm like, listen, man, my car, I just burnt the headlight out. I just need a bulb and I just got to put it back in. He's like, oh, I got you. Grabs a bulb, does it right then on the spot. He's like, yeah, don't even stress it, bro. I got you. It's all good. I was like, oh. So we brought the van in to get your work done because you got to move from province to province. Everything's different. So he did work on it, did the safety and all that stuff. And I had a barbecue. I just bought a barbecue. As soon as I came back, man, the barbecue was built. My man built the barbecue and was like, yo, it's on me. I got that safety. All that stuff is done. Boom, check. Barbecue. We got ourselves a mechanic. Now you got to find yourself a barber. For females, you have to find yourself a hair salon. And guess what? I found myself a barber. It's about a good 25-minute drive, but I found myself a barber and he's legit. I think he did all right. I think he held me down. Shit, you see the corners? Okay. We on it. Now let's get back to football talk, baby. So here's the deal. I'm looking at the comments. I'm looking at people feeling some type of way about the split feelings that people have on Josh, right? And the excuses that people are making. It's unbelievable. Oh, he might be hurt. So we don't know. He's been banged up. That O-line. Boy, he ain't hurt. He ain't hurt. Okay? You ever play football? Your coach will tell you, are you hurt or are you injured? Which is it? Are you injured? That means you sit on the goddamn sideline. Are you hurt? Wrap it up. Get back in the game. Let's go. So is Josh hurt? If he is, he's banged up, just like anybody else in the freaking game. Starlo Tulele apparently, he busted his knee or his groin and played the whole freaking game. Are you hurt or are you injured? I don't want to hear that. I do not want to hear that excuse. Am I delayed again? Y'all talking about my audio's delayed. This is the second time this happened, man. I hope it's not. Is this delayed? Is all right? Is it getting back in and out? Hopefully we can try to fix that. But anyway, long story short is this. Stop making excuses for poor play. If you're not playing well, you're not playing well. It's just what it is. People find all the freaking excuses in the world to justify why one is not doing well. There are legitimate, some good reasons, but in this case, it's just somebody's not playing well. We still love the freaking guy. He's still our quarterback, but he's not playing well. He's not playing like the highest, one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the game, players in the game. $258 million is not a joke. Yes, we have him for X amount of years, but at the end of the day, you got to perform. And he knows he's not performing. This is the key part. He knows he's not performing. One thing that I love about Josh Allen is he will admit, I'm not playing well, and he's as hard as he is. He's the hardest person. He's harder on himself than anybody else is ever going to be. Let me put it that way. That's the one thing I love about Josh Allen, because you're going to have to turn things around. I'll use myself as an example. Not a great day at work the other day because I'm still learning a new position. I'm doing this, so I had a few scuff-ups. I'm harder on myself, so I'm like, I can't have that stuff no more. Next day, I got to come in and make sure I'm on point. Boom, boom, boom. Way better day. Because I knew I had to get my act together and just calm the F down and just get shit done. That's what's going to happen with Josh Allen. But right now, I got to put him on the milk carton. People are a little sensitive about that, but I got to put him on the milk carton. He needs to show up because 3 weeks of no Josh Allen that we're used to, y'all, that little panic button, it's tucked away. But if he goes a third week and he gives us mediocre play, yo, that panic button, I'm bringing it real close. I'm not touching it yet. I'm just setting it right there in eye view because we cannot have that from our big guy. PVC, excuse me, says, yo, I agree. This man is making a lot of money, but we did play 2 of the top 5 defenses. Did we not? Yep. And guess what? We paid him because we will be playing 2 of the 5 top defenses. How do you think we're going to get to the Super Bowl? I don't want to see it's, and I'm not saying PVC fam is making an excuse, but okay, we did play 2 of the 5 top defenses, and we also have the second highest paid athlete in the game. If it was Tyler Heineke, I would understand. This is Josh Allen. I don't want to hear that excuse. We're done with that. We don't make excuses like that. Drop that shit. No way. No way. I'm not having it. Now, here's the deal. I was looking at statistics for my guy Josh. Don't forget, I need you guys to understand. I am a big fan of Josh. Huge fan. Like, love Josh Allen. Like, I love his demeanor. I love his attitude. I love his leadership. I love all that stuff. You just got to call it like it is. If I come out here and I give you a garbage ass show, I'm just trash, I expect to hear it. You feel me? Yo, real, that wasn't your best show, man. That was some bullshit. I got to get better. It's just what it is. I mean, I do this all the time, so I got to get better. If I come some bullshit or I come with a terrible take, like when I was talking about Nate Peterman, y'all let me have it. You feel me? Took the L, or did I? Did I take the L? Nate Peterman! Just saying. But I digress. The reason I bring this up is because we need to stop making excuses for this man and really wait and see how he plays out in this game. This is a crucial game. We're 1-1. We can't afford to go 1-2. Yes, we play the Texans next week, and we'll probably beat the Texans as well. But then we have 2 very tough AFC foes that we will face. Titans and the Kansas City Chiefs. And we cannot fall into a hole early in the season. And I know it's not about how you start, it's how you finish. But goddamn, we gotta start. You know what I mean? We gotta get a quick start. We gotta get a quick start. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need someone to motivate you. Mr. Diggs, thank you. I'm gonna put some deodorant on. Get myself back in shape. But you catch what I'm saying. So now I'm looking at my quarterback statistics, right? And I'm saying, like, where's he sitting at? And it's not about stats, but it is at the end of the day about stats. So the leading quarterback in the league right now is Samuel Darnold. You know what I'm saying? Samuel Darnold leads the league with 800 and some odd yards. Okay? Granted, that's fine because he just had his game yesterday. But after that, Derek Carr, Kyler Murray, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, Tom Brady, Dak Prescott, Matthew Stafford, Russell Wilson, Kirk Cousins. Those are names that you're used to seeing. Should be up there. Josh should be up there. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the next 10. The next 10. Teddy Bridgewater, Jared Goff, Ryan Tannehill, Baker Mayfield, Daniel Jones, Jimmy Garoppolo, Carson Wentz, Ben Roethlisberger, Lamar Jackson, Joe Burrow. I haven't even named Josh Allen's name yet. I've named 20 quarterbacks without naming Josh Allen's name. Unacceptable. All right, let's go to the next 10. Zach Wilson, Mac Jones, Matt Ryan, Taylor Heineke, Jalen Hurts, Trevor Lawrence, Josh Allen, number 27 in yards. No. Taylor Heineke's ahead of him. Come on, fam. Taylor had a monster game the other day, 300 yards. And that's undrafted, came out of Dominion and all that. Come on, XFL. No. That's why Josh needs to have a huge game. Only thing is, when you try to have a huge game and know you need to have a huge game, the pressure is on. And the one thing I will say about Josh Allen and pressure is he deals well with pressure. So this is probably what he needs. Maybe he was playing too relaxed, like, I got this. This is nothing. I'm just going to repeat what I did, at last year. And he got quickly reminded, no, bitch, this is a new year. So now he's got to refocus and get it going. We have a favorable matchup in the backfield when it comes to the Washington football team. That front four is going to pose a problem. If the line gives him time, he should be able to have success against Washington. I was supposed to have a Washington guest on today, which would have been perfect to talk about. But I guess I have to wait till Tuesday when we talk about how we beat down the Redskins and the Washington football team, and he can talk about it. I'm going to have my guy on the show on Tuesday. But golly, man, 27th. Shout out to my guy, Dan Brown, the Hawaii native. He says, the fact that he knows he's not playing well is a good sign. He's too good to play the way he's playing right now. I'm ready for the bounce back. Let's go. I am totally ready for the bounce back. I'm with you. Let me give you the proper. I'm ready for that. And I'm actually confident he will have a bounce back, excuse me. But right now, I got to put him on that milk carton. Sorry, fellas. It just has to happen, right? And I'm looking at the completion percentage, right? Let's look at completion percentage because he was quite high last year. Where does Josh Allen rank when it comes to completion percentage right now? Let me tell you. So he's ranking 27th in the league in yards, and he's 31st with a 56% completion percentage. That ain't going to cut it. Fam, that ain't going to cut it. And we all know that. We all know it. It's not about completion percentages, Rico. It's about did we win? We lost the first game. We beat down the Miami Dolphins in the second. Now we're about to find out if this is a trend. Can we trend? Can we trend towards the winning pedigree? Can we trend? We need to start trending. Because right now, there's a lot of just question marks. Will he be able to bounce back? Can our O-line hold up? You know what I'm saying? Can the defense repeat what they did against the Dolphins? There's a lot of questions. It looked fantastic last week, but we all know how this game is played. What have you done for me lately? So we're going to a next week. Clean slate. We got to do it again. But we need our leader guy. We need our leader back, and that's Josh Allen. 56% completion percentage, that ain't going to cut it, fam. That ain't going to cut it. And here's the thing. We were used to Allen at least hitting, you know what I'm saying, 8 yards a pass last year. He was around that time, around that mark. Right now, Josh Allen, he's throwing about 5 yards? He's ranked 33rd, and he's at 5.3 yards a pass. 5.3 yards a pass. We got Stephon Diggs. We got Emmanuel Sanders. We got Cole Beasley. That is unacceptable. Unacceptable. Because if we are hitting at least 6-7 yards a pass, it sets up our run much better. Much more manageable. 2nd and 3. Okay. You know what I mean? Now you have the defense guessing. Think about it. 2nd and 3, they're like, oh, defense is like, they're probably going to run. All right, let's scheme up for this run. Nope, play action. And we keep rolling. And we keep rolling. And we keep rolling. Now the defense doesn't know what we're going. It's, you know what I mean? For 2nd and 3rd, 2nd and 4th. Now they're like, okay, these guys have been passing, play action. Then we busted up the gut with Devin Singletary and Zach Moss. Come on, man. But we've been so out of freaking sort and so out of rhythm, we haven't been able to do that. So I'm hoping that Brian Daboll is able to come through. Shout out to Sam Darnold, though. Sam Darnold is doing what he's supposed to do for the freaking Panthers. I never thought that Sam Darnold was anything great. But Sam Darnold is doing his thing, man. These guys' squad at 3-0. Good for them. You mean? Like, come on now. PBC says, yo, he can't throw the ball 50 times and we need it to be more balanced. What bothers me is missing wide open cats. Oh, that comes down to just execution. His feet are not set. He's throwing off his back foot. He's rushing passes. He's forcing throws. Those are things that are just going to happen, unfortunately. And he's just got to calm down and let them shits come to him. Stop being cute and give him no floater balls. So I think it was Chris Trapasso. I don't know who said it. Somebody, I don't know. I'm dropping a name, but I don't want to drop a name. But it was it's like I think it was Chris Trapasso. I'll drop it. He doesn't know when to float it, doesn't know when to give it a bit of a zing. So he's battling within himself. Like, oh, okay, I see this guy coming. I'm going to zip it in. Too much. Okay, I'm going to float it this time. Fuck, I shouldn't have floated that. Now he's like, he's all out of sorts. Like, so he's just got to get his chemistry back. I hear you guys. You guys are saying that there's my audio is off. I apologize. Listen, when you have the in-laws over, you got the kids up. The kids are in bed now at this point. YouTube and all that stuff. What can you do? Hopefully it'll get better. I apologize. So keep that in mind, guys. My man True to Heart says, yo, Rico, yards per pass counts incompletes as 0 yards. So if he throws a 10-yard pass and throws an incompletion, it will average 5 yards to throw. So his average is misleading due to incompletions. Fair. But you know what I do count? 56% incompletions. I don't like that. 56%? That's obviously going to affect it. So he's got to be better with completing his passes. Accuracy has to be a little better. But that it's not about him not being accurate. We know he's accurate. We know he can sling the rock. He just got to calm down. Right? He just got to calm down. So right now, the one thing that is alarming to me, and I want to see how many sacks he's taken this year. Josh Allen thus far has taken how many sacks? He's taken 4 sacks, which is not so bad. Not bad at all. So I'll take that. Sack yards, it's all good. I want to see how many times he's been pressured because pressure is what is really killing him. But at the end of the day, if our guys can hold up with that defensive line, we'll be just fine. We will be just fine. But we are against a big challenge. Now, for those that are not familiar with the Washington football team, they're coming with a very good roster, especially on the defensive front. All right. It starts off with second-year player Chase Young. Chase Young is a beast. He is a monster. You know what I'm saying? He gets after it. He's got great hand placement. And our tackles have been struggling the last couple games, especially Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams has been struggling the last couple games. Chase Young is a beast. There's a reason why he was chosen with a top 5 pick. He's nice. So we have to account for him. So we went up against TJ Watt. We went up against Emmanuel Ogbah. We went up against Phillips. So it's no different. We're going to be going up against great pass rushers. So now that you warmed up and you got it out of your system, this is the time to buckle up and let's get going. I'm just saying. By the way, I want you guys to listen to my friend Martian XTG. 49 likes, but 150 people watching. Y'all should slap that like button. I'm like, listen. He's not wrong. Do me a favor, fellas, ladies. Just quick side over, smash that like button, and let's keep rocking. Show your boys some support. So here's the deal. Shout out to my girl, Caitlin Blount. She says, yo, we got the next Chase Young, our man Groot. Trust and believe that. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. But this defense, this defensive front, this front four with Montez Sweat, which I wanted Montez Sweat when he's coming out. I was looking forward to getting Montez Sweat. We wanted a pass rusher, right? Nope, we didn't go Montez Sweat. So they got Chase Young, they got Montez Sweat, they got Deron Payne, and they got Jonathan Allen. Eesh. Fam, this is going to be something. This is going to be something. So guess what? It's going to be one of those situations where we're going to have to get buckled up. Let's look at this, man. So Chase Young in 2020, first round, he was the number 1 pick. Deron Payne, first round, 18th pick. Excuse me, number 1 was Deron Payne number 1 pick? No, he wasn't. What am I looking at here? Excuse me. You got Montez Sweat, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Chase Young. 4 of those beasts coming. Our interior line is not the hottest. They definitely improved against Miami, but they're definitely not the hottest. And you have these guys coming at you. Montez Sweat, speed and length. Chase Young, just a monster. Deron Payne, just a lot to handle. And Jonathan Allen, one of the best hands in the game. Whew. Darrell Williams, you better ask Dawson Knox to come and help and chip. That's the one that I worry the most about. Darrell Williams has not played well the last 2 weeks. Now, when it comes to the linebacking, just the average run-of-the-mill linebackers. Nobody that's going to stand and be like, that guy's nice. You know what I'm saying? What do we got? Cole Holcomb, Jamin Davis, rookie Jamin Davis, but I think he's hurt. John Bostic, veteran guy. Cornerback William Jackson, nice. Landon Collins, okay. Good safety, in the box type of safety. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, Kendall Fuller, solid safety, but and solid corner. Nothing crazy in the backfield that we can't take advantage of with Stephon Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Cole Beasley. We should be able to take full advantage of the backfield. But we have to protect out front so Allen can do what he does. So Allen can cook. Let Allen cook. Well, he's not going to cook shit if our O-line is like a sieve. If they're like a freaking pasta strainer, letting everything go through. We can't have that. Somebody asked me, what do I think about signing Bobby Hart? I'd rather not. But it makes, here's the terrible thing. If you are asking about Bobby Hart, what does that mean about our right tackle? If you're asking about Bobby Hart, hey, we should sign Bobby Hart. Okay. Then Darrell Williams isn't doing his job because we should not even be asking about Bobby Hart. But the fact that we are bringing up Bobby Hart's name, my goodness, problem. Guys, I apologize. I don't know what's going on with my audio. It's synced up and it's not synced out. I'll try to work it out. I'm going to try to get wifey to say, yo, get off all the freaking Wi-Fi, but normally that's not an issue. But I do have the in-laws over as well, so that could be an issue. So we have ourselves a tough task ahead. A tough task ahead. But it's going to happen. So here's what I want to do. I don't know if you guys have received the texts. If you guys are part of the text club, you guys should have received the text. If you guys want to join the show live with me, side by side, we can talk it up. Yo, just go check your text messages. And if you are interested, I will be sending you a link to join. And you and I can chop it up about this upcoming game. Now, let me get off of football for just a second. What is the deal? A lot of people are a little upset. I'll say a little upset. A lot of people are upset about the Pagulas. Now, let me try to get this right. The Pagulas, let me read it to you guys. If you guys are not familiar, PSLs, I'm not too familiar with PSLs. So my man Bobby on our Instagram page kind of put it out there very clearly. And I'm about to read it to you guys. So forgive me while I look like an old man by going like this and trying to read something. All right. So in a new report from Jason Wolf, the Buffalo News, the Bills will sell personal seat licenses, PSLs, to help pay for the private portion of the new stadium. Very interesting. This isn't much of a surprise, as every new stadium since 2009 has utilized PSLs. Now, for those that don't know what PSLs are, and I wasn't too familiar with PSLs are a one-time upfront expense that gives fans the right and obligation to purchase season tickets each year, or else return them to the team. PSLs are revenue-driving mechanisms that allow team owners to help pay for new stadiums by pushing their share of expenses onto their most loyal customers. 20 of 32 NFL franchises already require some form of PSLs. Buffalo's new stadium PSLs are expected to be, to begin at around $1,000. Apparently, that's a dynamic pricing based factors such as seat location, yard line, etc. So wherever your seat is, what yard line you're at, that's how they're gonna base it off of that. Now, furthermore, let me get to where I'm at. All right. So furthermore, as they are aware of the market and do not want to price out fans. Bullshit. First, you buy the right to buy the seat, then you pay for the seat itself. So Andrew Zimbless, I don't know who that is, a sports economist, said the Bills expect to sell a maximum of around 50,000 PSLs and season tickets at their new stadium, which is expected to seat between 60 to 62,000 fans. So we're already dumbing it down 10,000 fans. So basically, PSL money is generally treated as the owner's contribution towards stadium financing. That's BS, man. You put your own money in, you're making them pay for it. So the economist says, so that is if a stadium costs $1 billion and the owners sell it for 300 million of PSLs and does nothing else, then they would save or say 30% of the stadium is being financed by the owner. But that's bullshit because it's really being financed by us, the fans, if you do buy PSLs. So, but of course, the PSLs are being bought by the fans. There you go. Needless to say, new stadium means more expensive tickets and cost to the fans. That should be expected and not come as a surprise, which is true. Here's the crazy part, and this is me just putting it in there. Sorry for the long read, but I had to so you guys understand because I'm still learning about PSLs. So I'll be reading a lot of your comments in here. So at the end of the day, the owner should help pay for it because that was the chatter like a month ago. Oh, yeah, we're going to help. We're going to help. No, you're going to buy the PSLs is what you're going to do. And that's what's going to help pay for this damn thing. But it's going to look like the contribution is coming from the owners. I hope that's how I read that. So here's the thing. If you are a out-of-towner like myself, right, you're already paying to fly or to drive, you know what I'm saying, and deal with all this vaccine nonsense that's happening right now once that gets settled. And then you got to pay extra for this new stadium. So tickets are going to go up, food is going to go up, parking is going to, like, everything is going to be a freaking disaster for out-of-towners. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be expensive regardless of how you look at it. It's going to be pricey. And here's the even funnier thing. Because Bills Mafia is Bills Mafia, Pagulas are taking full advantage of that shit. You're probably like, what do you mean they're taking full advantage? They're taking full advantage because they know you're loyal. You're loyal to the team and you'll do whatever you can to stay loyal to the team. Not a bad thing, because two things you got to look at it. You got to look at it this way. You can be one that complains and says, oh, that's way too much, like me, right? Holy shit, it's going to be a lot of money. Or you could be like, I'm not paying that shit and I don't care for it. And then you won't have a franchise in your city. You will watch the Buffalo Bills become Albuquerque Bills. And we certainly don't want that. But you know what we certainly love, by the way? Jason Taylor, that 400,000 would be a bargain, maybe. But you know what is lovely? That we just signed ourselves a new member to the Bing Squad, Andrew Boudreaux. Welcome to the mother effing Bing Squad, baby. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. We have ourselves a new member. Appreciate you, my dog. So, talk to me now, folks. These PSLs, for those that do know about PSLs, did my man Bobby get it down pat? Did I get it down pat? So basically, owners ain't paying for shit. They're making y'all pay for it. But when they want to sell it or making a profit, it's like as if they are the ones that put the money in when it's really us. You can't win. Either you pay and just shut your ass up and go to a stadium that's going to be really nice. I assume it's going to be really nice. A really great experience, and the tickets are going to be nasty as F, and you're going to be enjoying a packed house with a winning team, or you can complain and say, I can't afford it. And a whole lot of people would say, I can't afford it. And they say, well, if you can't afford it, then I can't keep this team in the city and I'm going to go somewhere else where they will appreciate this. Which one is it? Which one are you trying to, what side do you want? Am I explaining that correctly? By the way, for those that probably are wondering, like, well, why did he ring that? Why did he ring this bell? Why did he say bing, biggity, bing? What does that mean? What is that? Guys, support us. SupportBF.com. Just go there. You will see everything you need to know. You want to join the Bean Squad? Bang, right there. You want merchandise? Bang, right there. Somebody was asking me about, how do I get that shirt that you wore last week? You know what I'm saying? Buffalo D. SupportBF.com. Everything is there. Let's go. So, folks, are you willing to still support your squad with a 60,000 seat stadium? Tickets are going to go up. Are you willing to pay it? Or are you going to be like, nah, I'm just going to watch from home? I ain't doing that. I'm going to watch from home. Just saying. Don Keith says, yo, 400 million is a bargain because you are only going to have 5,000 tickets that aren't PSLs. You won't be able to, but single game tickets. I mean, single game tickets is what I normally do anyway, so it's cool. But season ticket holders, that's a whole different ballgame. That's gonna change the avenue of how people are gonna be conducting themselves when they want to go buy these games or go to these games. John Keith again, yo, Don Keith's got the answers today. Brian Buck, you pay the extra 1,000 each year plus the 1,000 or whatever the season ticket is. That's a lot of money, man. In this economy, when people are not having jobs and are difficult finding a job, and you want to watch your team and you want to support your team, and now you got to make a decision. You got to make a decision. Jason Taylor, adding an extra 10,000 seats would add 350 to 400 million to the price tag. So they say. Okay, that's what she was answering. So 60,000. That's what they're trying to do. I don't like the fact that they're doing 60,000, but I mean, hey, what you gonna do? By the way, we just got ourselves a new member. See this little bell thing? I think they like it. Ooh, I think they like it. I think they like it. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. Welcome to the Bing Squad, Martian XTG. What's good, fam? What's happening? So, Andrew Bourgeois, I feel you. Thank you for joining. I'm a Bills fan in MI. Is MI Missouri? I'm going to say Missouri. I'm a Bills fan in Missouri, so I fell in love with the team first over the city. I'd still be a fan, but man, the Bills belong to Buffalo. They do. They do belong to Buffalo. The Buffalo Bills, that's the only place it can be. Only place it can be. Nowhere else. My guy, Randy Hardman. What's up, Randy? He says, yo, so we're talking roughly 50 mil in PSLs revenue generated per year. That's a lot of money, man. That's a lot of money. Jason Taylor says, yo, 1.4 billion for the new stadium with 60,000 seats. Here we go with the math. I hate math, man. So 1.8 billion for just over 10,000 more seats is no bargain if you're a New York taxpayer. And here's another thing. We like to brag that Buffalo is, was that right? Missouri? Was that right? MI? Missouri's MO? Oh, so there was that Michigan? I saw MI, so I wasn't sure if that was what that was, but you guys let me know. So, yeah, you guys let me slide. I thought MI was is it Michigan? Okay, I was thinking Michigan. But I was like, let me just try Missouri. Maybe I might be right. But I did have Michigan in my mind. So appreciate you guys not roasting me too hard. Appreciate that. So, long story short, it's going to cost a lot of money. In the long haul, I think we'll get over it just like anybody else would get over it. If you want to watch your team, you want to have the experience, you want to do all that stuff, you're going to pay. Unfortunately, people are going to pay out of pocket. They're going to be using money they don't have. And then we're back in that whole process, right? But it's an experience. Every time you go to that game, it's an experience. And life sometimes is all about experiences. Sometimes you got to pay a little extra to go do something. I know people that have never traveled anywhere. I was at work today, and I was talking to one of my employees, and I was like, I don't know. I asked him, like, listen, we're looking for X passports and this, that, and the third. And she's like, oh, what do they look like? I was like, what? She's like, passports. I don't have one. I don't know what they look like. I was like, oh my goodness. But some people just haven't been around. They haven't been out. They don't know. And I bring this up because it's about experiences. If you haven't been able to, like, for you to say, I'm not going to a Bills game because it costs money, sometimes it's not about that. Sometimes you're just going to have to pay that little extra and go to your games and enjoy it. Just saying. By the way, my man Martian XTG says, yo, we got over 200 people in this chat. And I'm assuming there's only 100 likes. I hope there's 100 likes. Let's smash that and try to get that up there. Do me a favor, smash that like. If you haven't joined, subscribe. And let's keep it moving. Let's go. So, folks, back to football talk. I mean, we'll get the stadium talk too, but back to football talk. So, when it's all said and done, what we need to happen is have a huge game this week. Week 3, I never thought I'd even say this, but week 3 is going to be a big game. Week 3 is a big game. We need to get this dub and get out there. Now, I need to talk about Taylor Heinicke. Taylor Heinicke, not a bad player. He's actually doing quite well right now. They have a lot of confidence in Taylor Heinicke. He's slinging that rock, man. He threw for over 300 yards last game against the Giants, and the game did not look too fast for him. And I'm going to tell you this, though. Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, Trey White is going to have his hands full. Trey White is going to have his hands full. If we want to minimize the damage, we want to take away Taylor Heinicke's weapons, you start with freaking McLaurin. McLaurin is who you start with. We cannot let McLaurin go in and grab 16 freaking footballs. We cannot. That's not happening. Somebody says, it's like a bad Japanese film, Rico. The audio is off. I can't. What you want me to do, man? I ain't no technician. I'll just have to try to fix it for next time. But we need to stop McLaurin, man. Because there's three weapons on this team that we're gonna have to, and you guys don't want to. I mean, let's dive into this Washington offense, because I'm somewhat familiar with this offense. Okay, let's go to the running back room. Running back room, you got Gibson is a very good Antonio Gibson, very good back, 6'2", over 200 pounds, can catch the football out of. Is he 6'2"? He's like 6'2", 6'1", can catch the football out of backfield. You know what I'm saying? And can run hard. Fam, that's a back that is solid. Then you got McKissick, the freaking the receiving back that is going to be helping Tyler Heinicke. So we've got to be disciplined. When we're getting after Tyler Heinicke, all he has to do is toss that over for a screen or whatever. So we have to be disciplined. So the run game for them, or the running backs in the room for them, is going to be very good. But luckily we have a very good, stout defensive front. So that's going to be nice to see. Secondly, the receivers. I think his name is Dwami Brown. Dwame, or I should say Kwame, Dwame Brown. He's a nice little receiver, man. He's a good receiver. I see why they like him. I think, am I saying his name right? Yeah. Dwami Brown. So Dwami Brown, solid receiver. McLaurin is nasty. No, McLaurin right now, I'm gonna tell you right now, is another Stephon Diggs. He is another Stephon Diggs. And one might say, might be a little faster than Stephon Diggs. Right? So we already know how Stephon Diggs is a menace to other people. So McLaurin, good thing Trey White has been going up against McLaurin. I mean, Stephon Diggs pretty much all offseason long. So you've already are accustomed to great route running, great speed. Now you got to do it against somebody that's on the other squad. So be ready. Be ready, because McLaurin is on a tear right now. He's a top 5, top 10 receiver right now in the game. This guy's nice like that. So be ready, Trey White. You got Dwami Brown, that's pretty nice himself. You got Adam Humphries, which is like a lesser version, I'll say, of Cole Beasley. Right? Nice little receiver, but not as good as Cole Beasley, but a lesser version of Cole Beasley. So we got our hands full, man. And their best lineman right now is Brandon Sheriff, and they got Samuel Cosme as a rookie right tackle. So the O-line is all right, but Brandon Sheriff is at the right guard. So look for them to be running right a lot. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, folks. Yo, shout out to my guy Marco Miet. What's up, Marco? Looks like my bottle of spice went down a bit. Oh, you can see a little bit? Let me see. Yo, shout out to my guy, man. Yo, if you guys don't know my man, that's my guy. That's my old colleague. You feel me? Salute to you. Let me give my man a bell. Hey, Marco. That's for you, boss. That's for you. Let's go, man. Appreciate you. But fam, let me tell you something, man. This team is not a joke. This team is not a joke, man. We got to be ready for these cats, man. We got to be ready for these cats. So when they come to town, man, we got to be ready to play. They got Eric Flowers. You know what I'm saying? They got Wes Schwelter, like guys that are not like household names, but Brandon Sheriff, nice. So look for right side dominant running. So, I mean, we're going to be ready for that. But we have to be ready. Now, they got to be ready for us on the defensive side of the ball. Matt Milano's playing lights out. Lights out. Group playing lights out. Jerry Hughes, we're going to start to see a little bit more from Jerry Hughes. You know what I mean? Older guy, but we're going to start to see a little bit from him. I can see him busting out. Epinesa is on a tear right now. Look for Epinesa to be a menace. I'm telling you right now, if we get after Henneke, he will be neutralized. He won't be able to do anything, and we're not even going to talk about Terry. But if we don't get after him, shoot, they're going to stay in the game. We can't have them stay in the game. We cannot have the Redskins stay in the game. We have to blanket them. We have to get on that ass so they have no opportunity. Just saying. And you know what I love? An opportunity for me to use my bell again. Shout out to my guy, Kevin Garrett. Welcome to the Bing Squad. Bing, biggity, bing. Let's go. You guys got me excited, man. Kevin, KG. Welcome to the Bing Squad, man. Welcome to the fam. Let's go. So, Taylor Henneke. Good quarterback, man. Not afraid. I was actually hoping to play Fitzpatrick, but we won't have that opportunity. But Tyler Henneke is going to keep his guys ready to go. Logan Thomas is a good little tight end, man. We used to have Logan Thomas. Look at the players that we used to have on our squad, man. Logan Thomas was like the backup quarterback, and now look at him. Now he's a tight end and he's doing his thing. So good for Logan, man. Good for Logan. So we are at a position right now, man, that at the end of the day, the most key individual for us to get over this hump, and I'm acting like we're 0-2. It's just that we are better than what we've displayed. We are much better than what we displayed. Getting over this hump, it starts with our quarterback. It starts with our quarterback. Martian says, yo, facts. We need to be merciless and dominant in every phase of the game to let the league know the Bills are for real. I know the team, every guy, every member of the NFL, everybody knows that we are legit. We're a good team. It's just that we just got to get back in rhythm. And right now, we're just not in rhythm. We are not in rhythm. Johnny Blaze says, yo, Rico without a hat looks like Martin Lawrence. Oh, shit. That's funny, man. Yo, a hat can do some wonders for people, man. At least some people hat fish. I don't know if you guys ever heard about hat fishing. I hope I'm not hat fishing, y'all. You know, some people, like, they wear a hat because they got to, and they look better with the hat. I'd like to think I was versatile enough that I look okay with the hat and okay without, and I can go back and forth. You feel me? A little bit of suaveness for you guys. Y'all know what it is, man. Yo, shout out to my guy Silas Whittle. Says, yo, I want to see Frazier use the D-line depth, man. Let's let these boys eat. Trust and believe they're going to get after it. Now, they are well coached. They are very well coached with Ron Rivera. Ron Rivera is extremely, I guess you could say he's extremely familiar with the likes of Coach McDermott, because McDermott coached with him for years. So it is going to be a bit of a chess game somewhat when Rivera is going to be actually coming head coaching against it, knowing what nuances this defense is going to do. I mean, he kind of took a little bit from what Rivera did when they were in the Panthers days. So it's going to be very interesting matchup. But at the end of the day, man, these guys, we have the better team. We have the better athletes. We're just the better team overall on paper. And we just got to execute. We have the second highest paid freaking quarterback in the game. There should be no reason that we don't wax these guys, wax the freaking Washington football team. But we just can't let these guys stick around. But I'm not going to sit here and sleep on them either, because that defensive line is a problem. And I worry about our tackles. I worry about our interior line. I do. I worry very much, especially Darrell Williams. I never thought I'd say this, but Darrell Williams is giving me issues, man. And I can tell you right now, if Darrell Williams continues to struggle, because he's struggling right now, if he continues to struggle, look out for Spencer Brown. Spencer Brown might come in and say, you know what? I'm taking over now, fam. Because right now, the way you've been playing ain't cutting it. And our quarterback isn't able to do what he's able to do because you're not pulling your weight. So we're going to find out what's really good with this O-line. Another test, because they're going to be tested again. And we need to start getting our act together, because 4 weeks from now, when we're playing the Tennessee Titans, a high-powered offense, Tennessee Titans, we're playing a high-powered offense, Kansas City Chiefs, with an interior line that killed us in the conference championship. Yo, we better get it together. We better get it together, people. We better get it together. So, hold on. Pierre King says, yo, whoa, wait now. Oh, now we talking about Spencer Brown at right tackle? Catch up. Yo, my man, I'm going to leave this up. I'm going to leave this up for y'all, because Pierre has been talking about Spencer Brown. I mean, shoot. When we drafted Spencer Brown, I'm sure Pierre was like, okay, Spencer Brown. All right. Then he started watching film on Spencer Brown, then realized Spencer Brown is a nice player. He's nasty. The freaking college combine, you know what I'm saying? The way he was going up against good talent, all that good stuff. And now you see the struggles of Darrell Williams. And the conversation was always, hold on a second. Maybe we should put our best five. Put Spencer Brown at right tackle. Do something with Darrell Williams, not to the left side, more on the right side. So if you take over at right guard, then you bring Cody forward and bring him over to Feliciano. And Feliciano, he becomes a swing guard, you know, in the next backup to come in. You know, Feliciano can play center. So if Mitch Morse goes down in injury, we got someone that goes in. But we should definitely not be shocked or surprised if and when Spencer Brown is inserted in at right tackle. Don't be surprised. This line hasn't come together yet. And this whole continuity bullshit, you guys already heard me about it. Continuity nonsense. I'm not about this continuity. I used to be on board with this continuity because I thought this was a good thing. Nah, put me the 5 best. Give me the 2 best corners. Give me the 4 or 5 best defensive linemen and let them stay in the game. Give me the best. Man, but I worked with them for a few years now. Yeah, you get complacent and you just kind of like you expect things. When you put talented guys that are hungry and ready to, get after it, it's a different ballgame, man. It's a different ballgame. So let me see my community chat, because I put it out there. Whoever wants to join, I'm going to send the link and they're going to join me online. So let me see if I can, I'm going to send a couple links out to people. And if you start seeing people join up, you can. Let me see. I'm going to send a couple links out to folks. So when you guys get your link, holla at your boy, jump right in with me. Because we haven't done this in a long time, man. I'm trying to bring it back. I want it to be, Fam Fridays, not fan. You know what I'm saying? But it's going to be fam, because you guys are family to us, right? You guys are family. So we're going to do it up the right way. So links are going out. Once you get your link, join in and bring your takes. We don't want no bullshit ass takes. You come with something hot, or you come with a topic that, would be good to talk about. So you guys already know what it is, man. So links have gone out. Sending them out to you guys right now. I like the fact that there's several people that are in and ready to talk. So I love it. I'm seeing some really good things. So let's get this popping, folks. So you guys are getting your links. Start filing in, okay? The room is getting full. Let's go. Folks, if you want to jump in and become a guest on the RICO Report, supportbf.com. That's all I'm going to tell you. Supportbf.com. Y'all ready for that? I'm sending you guys links right now, and then we'll get to it. So first, who's going to be first? I'm gonna get my guy, Jeff Green. Let me get Jeff Green in this bitch. Hold on. This is my Jeff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What it do, Jeff? It's been a minute, man.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me, man. What's on your mind, man? Are you feeling good about this game?
So I was at the Pittsburgh game,
Talk to me.
and we didn't play well. I was mad about that.
Okay.
But how we played last week, I want them to play this Sunday. I got a 45-13.
45-13. So it's going to be beat down for you.
Yeah, I got Epinesa having 3 sacks and an interception for a touchdown.
Hold on. You said you have him having 3 sacks and an interception for a touchdown?
Yes, sir.
Bro, you might as well give him the MVP of the league if he does that.
And I got AJ Epinesa being the defensive player of the year.
Damn, you on that hype train like that, huh?
Yes, sir.
Oh, shit. Jeff Green. All right, Jeff Green, hold on a second before I let you go. So you say it's 45-13 Bills.
Yep.
Okay. Josh Allen. Give me a stat line for Josh Allen. What does Josh Allen do this week?
315.
315.
4 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown.
4 touchdowns and a rushing touchdown. So he's going to 5-touchdown game. You know what, though? I don't mind that. I would love that. If Josh Allen did that, he would silence all the critics, me included. He'd make me win my fantasy game because he's my fantasy quarterback.
So he's my fantasy quarterback too. So
so that's what's up, man. I think I'm with you. I think I like that. I can rock with that. So Jeff Green, appreciate you, bro. I'm gonna get everybody else in there. Yo, yes, 45-13. Epinesa, 3 sacks, 1 interception, taking it back for his pick 6.
Yes, sir.
And he's gonna get defensive player of the year. Love it.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. My guy Jeff Green. All right, man. Salute to you, my G. You gotta love Jeff Green, man. Jeff Green has always been the most positive person. You never hear talk shit. He's gonna give you the most outlandish stuff. And this one time he gave me something so freaking outlandish. I was like, Jeff Green, you on crack, fam. And guess what? That thing almost came through. Almost came through. All right, I'm gonna go on to another guest. Who is this?
Oh my God, is this
What's
me?
up? It's me. Hey. Your name is? What's your name?
I'm Yasmin.
Yasmin, where you from, Yasmin?
I'm from Jersey. I was not expecting this. This is catching me off guard right now.
Oh, it's here. It's happening. So Yasmin, talk to me. What's on your mind? You from Jersey? Let's go. What's on your mind?
I'm coming. I got a Skins fan right next to me.
A Skins fan. You'll put that Skins fan on. Is he
right?
Is he ready to? Because I need to hear from a Skins fan. I do.
Ooh.
Tell him don't be shy, or tell her don't be shy.
Oh, it's my cousin. His name's Ish. So let's
Ish. Yo, what nationality are you?
We got him here.
All right, what's going on, brother?
Ish, listen. Oh, he doesn't look. You know what? I can already tell he looks demoralized. He knows his football team is not gonna do. Ish, look at him. He's sitting there like this. Hey guys, what's up? You're not confident.
He knows his football team is gonna do Ish exactly. I like.
Yes, Yasmin. Yo, listen for real. So, are you a big Bills fan, or you kind of just casually watch? What's he do?
Let's go. The fact that I'm on this right now shows I'm a
my girl. Yo, let me give it to her.
There we go.
All right, tell me this. Give me a score prediction for this game.
What's the spread? 7.5, you said? Yes. That's what they're predicting.
What you got?
Ooh, I'm not good at this. Let's say around 35. Nah, that was last week, right?
Yep.
I would say like
32-17. 32-17. Okay. And last one, Josh Allen. Does Josh Allen bounce back, or is it kind of like he's gonna struggle still?
It's definitely a bounce back game because we need it. We need it more than anything.
My girl Yasmin, yo, I gotta give Yasmin. I gotta give her some more. So, Yasmin, I appreciate you calling because I actually implore more females to call in. So I salute you. You have anytime that you want to come on, you let me know and we're gonna chop it up.
I've been dying to talk to you forever. I just didn't.
Bam! What you got me. You got me. So Ish, where's Ish at?
He's over here. I'm not gonna show him because he ain't the Ish, but yeah.
Yo, she killing him. Yo, Ish. Yo, listen, you got Ish. Yes. I feel bad for you, bro. I feel bad. Look at him. He's just man. I'm in rough shape. I can't do it. Your girl's putting you on. She's putting you on blast, but that's okay. That's fine. But listen, man. It's gonna be a tough game. I don't think that you guys are gonna be horrible. You guys have a very strong front four. I'm afraid of Chase Young. I'm afraid of Montez Sweat because My man Deion Dawkins is he's not back to 100%.
Mm-hmm.
And then Darrell Williams is kind of playing like some boo-boo right now. So I don't know about him. So you guys may have an edge like that to keep Allen uncomfortable. But if we neutralize your boys, it's over with. It's over with. Yasmin, you agree with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Hey, my girl Yasmin, let's go.
Yeah. We're gonna prove to them that we are Buffalo. Okay,
I'm telling you, man.
That was not it.
Is Bills Mafia. Listen, yo, put my man to bed because he doesn't know what's happening. I have a feeling he's going to be like this all weekend long. It's over with. Ish, recovery is going to be a hell of a time for you on Sunday after the game. But I wish you well.
Whatever.
He said whatever. He knows what's coming.
Tell him I wish him well. Yasmin, you can hit me up anytime you want to, my girl.
Thank you. You got it.
Salute to you.
Bye-bye.
I appreciate people calling in, especially the females, man, because there's always a whole bunch of males coming through and calling, and I love it. But I like to diversify, man. Let's get it popping, man. So who's next coming up? Let me get my guy, J Mafia.
How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling?
What's good, fam? You good?
I'm good, man. Before I get into the talk, I want to thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. I've been listening to you for over a year, dog. And your show influenced me, dog. And I started my own podcast called Mafia Talk.
Oh shit! Good for you, fam.
Hell yeah! I even hit up Pierre and shit. He gave me little pointers and little shit here and there. So much love to Pierre, everybody, all that. Cause man, I want to do this in the off season, but I ain't know how to really do it, man. So now I just hop on Facebook Live and I talk my shit with my cousin, man. And each episode I'm getting better and better, dog. So
that's how you start. You start off small, and then you start building confidence. And you go, yo, anytime you need on your film, we're gonna.
Hell yeah, man. So yeah, I gave you a couple shout outs. You know, I'm showing the love, man. You one of my bigger influences, man. So I appreciate it, man.
That means a lot to me, man. I'm not that dude that's like holding the secrets, man. Man. Whatever I can give, I'm gonna give it out there, man.
That's why I said, and I feel Prier, because he really just like laid it out. The formats that I use, program shit, this and that and the third. And I'm like, damn, man, that's love. That's love. So I appreciate everything I do.
That's the Buffalo Fanatics way, man. Family, baby. Let's go.
Oh, yeah, straight family. So let's get into talk, bro. I'm wearing my Deion Dawkins snowman. Josh Allen, he got to get his stuff together, man. We've been talking. We thought last week was gonna be his bounce back game because you know he Dolphins daddy. But I don't know, man. It's all a mental thing. He got to get his mechanics back in order. Talk to Jordan Palmer, do the laser up your shoulders and all that.
Yep.
Computer, whatever you did last year, man. You got to get your head right. I know you're trying to live up to the hype, live up to the standards, live up to the contract. Everybody wants to be, oh, we gave you the contract too soon. Nah, that's not the thing. Let Allen collect himself. Somebody, I know we got a whole team, everybody there, but somebody really need to pull out to the sideline, middle of the game, like, yo, what's going on? Talk to me, chill out. What's up?
So the question is who is going to be bold enough that can say and pull to the sideline?
I feel like Diggs might be the closer one because that's like his fucking brother, but I don't know, man. Somebody got to get your head straight. Get your you don't have to be throwing it deep, lasering, and I feel like every time you're throwing it deep now, you're shooting it. You trying to hit it hard, where last year you just flicked it. He flicked it and it landed. Now I see him, he really trying to rope it and it's not connecting. He's overwhelming himself. He got to get his mental in order. Per se, fan, I don't know exactly what he need to do. It's all mental. He need to get himself in order. But with the way our defense balling, he could take his time. He got until we face the Chiefs to get his shit together. He got 2 more games to get in order. I'm not expecting him to ball out. Just consistent. Hit your targets. Stop overthrowing it. I feel like you're taking too long in the pocket. Hit that little 2-yard dump. Hit a little flat, big route. Dude, calm yourself down. Get the short change road. Move the sticks.
Yo, listen, let me tell you something. Cameron Mueller says, yo, this guy is nailing it.
Appreciate it. Nothing but love. Go on Facebook, Mafia Talk, man. Tell me I can be better. Let's go, bro. Hopefully I can get my boy Rico level one day.
No doubt, it's gonna happen, man. Listen, before you get out of here, I need a score prediction. I need a score prediction, and I need a stat line for Josh Allen.
Stat line for Josh Allen. I got you. I would say 21-34 Bills. Heineken going, I feel like Heineken going to ball out, but once he gets to the red zone, our defense going to shut him down. He gonna get his, but I feel like Micah Hyde gonna get it. Micah Hyde, Teron Johnson gonna get a pick six. Either one. Big ass hit with Matt Milano. He gonna probably tip a ball. Another pick. I'm 2 picks. I'm got two picks on defense. 1 pick six. Throwing it out there.
2 picks for 1 pick six and Josh Allen stat line.
Josh Allen stat line 270. I'm feeling like gonna be another rusty gas. See like 60-62% completion, but 3 touchdowns. He's gonna probably run one in. I say about 40 yards rushing.
Okay,
270.
I like that. You know what?
So it's gonna be a little bit better. He's still gonna have a little bit those, but he's gonna hit like 2 down deep balls. He gonna connect the big Sanders.
I feel he's gonna get one good deep ball, and hopefully that gets the mojo going. But I don't know if he's gonna hit 300 yards. I think he's gonna be in that 270, 280 mark.
No, I said 270. I said 270.
I like that. I think I'm with you, man. Yo, listen, my man Jay Moss, yo, plug yourself, man. Your Facebook page.
My name Julian Colon. Follow me on Facebook. Mafia Talk, a Buffalo Bills fan podcast. Sorry for the bottom. I'm going live tomorrow around 5:00. We're gonna talk about Washington, man.
Let's go.
Give me your thoughts. Tell me how it could be better. I got 5 episodes already popping. Man, just look through. I know the first one was a little bit rusty. Don't talk too much shit. I was already 6 beers in. And I looked at it, I'm like, okay, I can't be drinking like that.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I'm gonna hit you up, man.
Yeah, number love. Appreciate you, Rico.
That's my guy, J Mafia, man. J Mafia's been listening for a long time, and that actually is it's lovely to hear when people are inspired to start their own stuff, and there's always love and no hate, man. So salute to my guy, J Mafia, man. That's my guy. That's my guy, man. He's been calling in and doing all good stuff. So we're going to go to the next person. Who's up? Let's go to my guy, Max Kemeny. What's up, Max?
Yo, what's up, man? Oh,
Talk to me.
I just got to say, man, I've been around for years. I think we've shared headaches together. We
certainly have, man.
We've shared headaches, man, tears, happiness. Gosh, man. We've been around since Nate Peterman. What's up, dude?
I'm good, man. So talk to me, man. So how you feel about this game coming up, man? And let's talk about the main person here, Josh Allen. So are you as frustrated about how Josh Allen is playing, or are you more of the crowd that's like, calm down, everybody? It's just 2 games. They'll get there. Relax.
Yeah, I'm kind of the calm crowd right now. I mean, if you looked at week 1, you know, honestly, Dable was doing too much in that game, and so was Josh. I think Dable was like energy in that game was he was doing too much. He was getting too cute on 3rd and 4th downs. Josh was feeding off that. He was taking, deep balls instead of checking down. Yep. Last week we didn't really need him. Like I don't know. He was missing last week too, but we didn't really need him. So small sample size. It's hard to really critique off 2 games when we have years of tape of them. So I'm not really too worried.
It is hard, but hear me out on this, man, because let's just look at last game. All right.
Yeah.
Last game, he did not have a good game. That was a bad game. That was not a good game by Josh Allen. And he threw for 179 yards, but 140 yards of that was off that big pass to Stephon Diggs. That was underthrown. Right? So he only threw for 130 yards.
That was a rough
It was not
throw.
a good game for him, man. It was not a good game. He has to have a huge bounce back this week. And we're all watching. He knows it. We're all watching.
Yeah, I kind of have an idea of what I think his bounce back game is. I don't think it's a people are expecting some heroic 300-yard bounce back game. I don't think that's what we see from him. I mean, I think Washington, their front seven's pretty tough, but I'm not worried about the secondary. I don't think that they're going to let us hit home runs though in this game. So this is going to be another game where they're going to see, can Josh Allen just dump the ball off? And is he gonna take the short stuff? You know what I mean? Are we gonna see 11 completions for Cole Beasley? Yeah. Are we gonna see Diggs on 4 or 5 curls in this game? And I think it's gonna be a quick passing game. I don't think they want to play around with Jonathan Allen and Sweat and all those guys. So to me, this game is more of a probably if I have a stat prediction for Allen, it's probably more of like a, 21. I'm hoping it's more of like an efficient 21 of 28, 240,
I'll
two
take that.
touchdowns, no picks. I don't want him to force the ball down the field. I just want him to pick up those first downs, move the ball, and obviously just get a little bit more accurate and progress, because obviously we have Houston next week, so he can warm up for 2 more weeks, hopefully, and our defense will just hold us down. I mean, I don't think it's going to be a high-scoring game, to be honest.
Yo, great point, Max. Yo, that's honestly a good point. And I agree with you. I actually don't need him to throw for 5,000 yards. If he's efficient, he's hitting his mark, and he's comfortable, and he gets into a rhythm, and he's flowing, I'll take that all day. Like, look at Aaron Rodgers' first game. Atrocious. Not a very good game. He knows he didn't have a good game. The following game, he was efficient, like 23 for 28 or something like that. 240, 250, 4 touchdowns. And that's a solid game. And they came back and bounced back. That's what we need from Josh Allen in this game. So here, I have another question for you.
Yeah.
We're going to flip it over. Actually, we're going to stay on the opposite side of the ball, but I want to talk about the O-line.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about the development of this O-line? How it's looking, how it's been protecting Josh? Has it been protecting Josh? Obviously, we know it's not been, but do you see any improvements happening, or do we need to make some more changes?
Yeah, man. I mean, they're really sticking with like continuity. You know what I mean? Like they've got this obsession, obviously, with Butker. Cody Ford gets like rotated in there. He's like a revolving door. Like you were saying. I mean, Williams been okay. He hasn't been very good. I mean, even Dion struggled. So I mean, it's one of those things where we played some decent front sevens, or really good front sevens. We're going to see another one. We're going to see a really good front four here soon. Probably a top 3, top 4 front four. So
Max,
we're going to have another test.
You getting love from Eric Kinsey. You get mad love.
Hey, thanks, Eric. Yeah. So I mean, we're going to see a lot of a lot of pressure this weekend. That's why I'm saying the quick passing game this week for Josh to stay, out of the field of fire, because the last thing we want is asking Josh to run around, make Mahomes circus plays, and get hurt out there. Because, like I said, right now we may not have the most talented offensive line, but we need to really rely on the continuity and what we've built, with the front five. Because, surprisingly, the one guy I haven't really complained too much about was Mitch Morse. I mean, I haven't really complained that much about him.
You're not supposed to complain about Mitch Morse. He's the freaking 3rd highest paid center in the game. You shouldn't be complaining about him.
That was a mistake. But look here, historically though, teams do that every time they have a young quarterback. Every time they have a young quarterback, they go, "Oh, I got to go get this center. He's going to revolutionize the game, and I got to pay him a bunch of money." Mitch Morse was okay. He's an average center in the NFL.
Well, listen, Mitch Morse at the time deserved the money he got based on the market and all that good stuff, right? Because we needed a center, right? Yeah. And we let one go. I think it was the Denver center we let go. Paradis. I think it was Matt Paradis that we were looking for.
Oh,
remember that. I remember that. Anyway, at the end of the day, you need to protect your quarterback, right? So somebody made a comment. They're like, well, drafting an O-line doesn't mean shit. Because look at the Dolphins. The Dolphins went and drafted a whole bunch of new guys the last 2 to 3 years. And look at this O-line. The O-line's a sieve. They just got their freaking quarterback destroyed and murdered.
No, drafting O-line is difficult, man. Drafting O-line is actually me, one of my coworkers, he's a really, big fan. He's a Giants fan. So, I mean, it's hard for him right now. But we were talking about offensive lines and how rare offensive linemen are right now. Like, people just think it's so easy. Oh, let's just go trade for an offensive lineman. Who? You can't trade for anybody. There's nobody out there that's just going to walk in here and start blocking. So honestly, right. This is going to be a continuity thing. Josh believes in his guys. They're just going to have to work on it. And then when the offseason comes around, obviously that's one of our only holes, I would say, is just finding more effective linemen. But as of right now, I believe in our guys. We just got to continue. I mean, look what they've done in the running game, right? I mean, Devin Singletary looks like a top 10 back. I mean, seriously,
easy now, fella.
No. I'm not saying him I'm saying the running game looks effective right now. The running game looks effective. That's what I'm saying.
I got you. Max Kemeny. Yo, you came in. You came with some fire today, Max. You wanted to be on this shit. I love it, man. So I got to get a score prediction for you, and I need a stat line for Josh. Score prediction, stat line.
Yeah, I gave the stat line. I'll give it again.
Yeah, give me stat line. Give me score prediction.
Yeah, I'm hoping 21 to 27, probably 240. But let me get Man, I really do think we're going to dominate this game defensively. So I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to say, give me 27-10, man. 27-10. It's not going to be a close
is a
game.
very good score. I like that score. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, Max Kemeny. Max, I appreciate your time, bro. You know the deal, man. Anytime you want to come through, we're gonna do it up. And I appreciate the fact that I got my thing going back again. I want to bring everybody back into this during the season. So I'm glad that I was able to give you guys a text and you guys that came back and we're doing this. So salute to you, Max, and we will talk soon and catch up later, man.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Yes, sir. That's my guy, Max Kemeny. So my man Bobby Ray says, yo, if you want to draft a good O-line, hire me on your staff. Hashtag OL Guru. Listen, man, I will say this. So my man Bobby is, you guys don't see him on screen. You don't see him on screen, but he is a draft guru, if you will. All the IG stuff that you see of prospects and so on and so forth. He does a freaking bang up job. So salute to my guy Bobby. Your punk ass needs to come on show, and I'm sick and tired of your excuses. So shut your ass up. And I say come on the show, come on the show. All right, stop being a little bitch. Anyway, I'm moving on to the next. So who we got? I'm randomizing who I'm going to. So let me go to an OG. This is an OG that's been part of the game for a while now. He knew I was coming to him. OG, John Yoder. What's happening, John?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm doing well and swell, sir. That beard is looking healthy. That thing is long down there, boy.
Thank you. You know, I call it the COVID beard. You know, give it a little length. I'm not going to cut it till all that shit's gone. Sorry.
I hear you, man. The minute I first, for some reason, I get super inappropriate sometimes, and I thought you were going to call it something else. Yeah, I call it the COVID beard. I thought you were going to say something else. Like, John, this is a PG show. Take it easy.
I'm sorry.
I'm fucking with you, man. Let's go. So, John, talk to me, man. This upcoming game, man. I'm gonna switch it up. What are your worries, and where are your confidence? Where do you feel confident?
My worries, obviously, is their D line and our problems with Daryl on the end. I do think they'll show up, but I think we're going to have a problem putting them back. Of course, you know, we just don't know what happens at certain times. And I do think, I feel like our coaches are putting our guys in a 4-game preseason, getting ready for the Kansas City Chiefs in game 5. I think they're moving people around still. They're doing what we used to do in the preseason.
Okay.
When the guys used to play. Now they don't play.
Okay.
And I think they're putting people in impossible situations to see how they act. It puts people in positions where they fail. See what I'm saying?
Yep. So they're tweaking. They're still tweaking the roster.
And they're wanting to see, either you will rise or you fail. One way or the other. And they'll see where you're tweaking. Look at the people that keep moving in and out. Look at the people they keep calling a healthy scratch and they bring back in. You know, I mean, to me, I see these first 4 games, they're acting like preseason, the old preseasons. And now a coach will never, ever own up to that. They're not going to own up to that. It's always one game, next game. It's always the next game. We got to have the next game.
You bring something up really good because the other day I was on a show, my man, what show with TD Fins, and I had my guy Dan Mitchell. I was on Dan Mitchell's show, and I made a joke, but I also mentioned that Pittsburgh game was a 4th preseason, so I'm not too worried about it. But the fact that you said they're still tweaking and they're still tinkering with the roster and seeing what fits work, you are onto something, man.
That's what I think. I think they're, and like I said, what's game 5? KC. And why do we need to beat KC? Number 1 seed. Number 1 seed.
That's
that game that we got to win that game. It don't matter. Whatever we do in this season, we've got to beat them if we plan to be number 1 seed.
You're not wrong, John Yoder. That's my guy, John. You know the deal, man. I need the score prediction. I need a stat line from Josh Allen. What are your thoughts?
Stat line for Josh. he'll go over 300 this week. He'll go over 300. At least a couple of touchdowns, maybe a rushing touchdown. I think they'll throw the ball a lot because really quick. I think they'll do a lot of the quick passes. They'll get back to that because of that rush defense that Washington may give.
Yep.
So he'll get the ball out of his hands quick. And I think we'll win 35-10.
35. Oh, I like that score. I like that score.
35-10.
I like
our
that
D
score.
is looking good. I think our front D is going to eat lunch.
I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, John Yoder, the OG, triple OG. Listen, I appreciate you, John. You know it's always love, man. And we will see you after because we got to talk about this game on the post game. So join us on post game and we're going to talk about it.
All right, brother.
All right, my man. We'll take care. That's my guy, John Yoder. That guy's a G. He's been calling since last year. John is that dude, man. I'll tell you right now. So let's move on to I'm randomizing, guys. I'm randomizing. So if you guys are all getting nervous now, oh, is he coming to me? I wonder if he's coming to me. Is it? Hold on a second. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, let's go.
What's going on, D?
Oh shit. Nah, not much, man. I've been busy. Hawaii, even though you see all these places that having fun and shit.
First thing he says is Hawaii. You're trying to stun on us.
No. But this is the time you don't want to be here. We're in
that?
shutdown mode. We're in shutdown mode here.
What you
Our
mean?
governor's like, so cases are going up, so the hospitals are filling up. So he doesn't want tourism coming in. So it's like cutting our funds. And we got this thing where we're following New York and California. Like if you don't have a Vax card, you can't come in to eat, and it's fucking with our business. I'm vaccinated, but it's screwing with our business. It's for a 2-month. It's not for a long time, but it's not people aren't happy here. But
it does.
I don't want to talk COVID.
I got you, man.
No. I agree with you with Bobby. Bobby's got to stop being a bitch.
I know, right? Stop being a little bitch, Bobby. Golly, man. Okay, listen, Dan Brown. I need to ask you some questions, man. Fam, talk to me. So, this offensive line, are we stressing about this offensive line for no damn reason, or is there a reason for us to stress on this line?
It's funny watching that first game. Our O-line got fucked up. That's the only way I can put it. Cameron Hayward was eating. Melvin Gordon was killing us. That guy was in the backfield all game.
Yes, he was.
I will say, second week it was a lot better. We were running the ball. I like that. I was happy to see that. But this is gonna be a true test because that D line in Washington is a top 3 defensive line, easy. So I mean, it's gonna be a good test to see. I think Allen's going to be doing a lot of quick passes. He doesn't want to stay in that pocket too long.
So you think that Allen's going to be doing like 1, 2, 3, it's gone. 1, 2, 3, it's gone. Release.
I wouldn't say all game, but I wouldn't be surprised if he does if they throw some of those plays in there.
Okay. Let's talk about Allen, right? Because I got a few other people on there, but I want to get your take on Allen. Are we to be worried about Allen, or does he have a huge bounce back game? And I'm not talking about because I think he's just gonna have like a modest 250, 270, but a very efficient game. However, does he go off? How do you feel about that?
It's tough. All right, let's put it this way. If our O-line does its job, I think he'll have a huge ass game. But I'm thinking he'll throw maybe mid 250s, couple tutties. I think he'll have a good game. He'll definitely, he knows. I mean, I made a comment earlier saying that like he knows that he's not playing well, and I appreciate that because he's getting paid that money. He knows he's the face of the franchise. He knows he has to produce. So I feel like this is the game he's going to do it.
Okay. What does this mean?
It's basically like saying it's like when people do that, like, hey, what's up? Like waving your hand. It's like that international sign here. More of a like kind of a local surfer there, but when people see that, you're like, hey, what's up? Simple way of saying hi. Oh shit. On video. For some reason the video got cut. All right. Hold up one sec. I can't freaking the audio just got completely cut off for some reason.
Randy, are you there?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, my man, Randy Hardman. What's happening, Randy Hardman?
Not much, man.
Talk to me. I'm gonna just get right to it, man. Do the Bills bounce back huge, or do we continue to be on struggle?
I think it's a big bounce back game this week. I have 41-10 is what I have for this week. A couple things I wanted to kind of dive in about Allen and why I think it's going to be a bounce back. Between the first two games, so there's 84 passing attempts in the first two games, right? How many of those do you think were throwaways, batted balls, and drops? 14.
I don't know. Talk to me.
5 batted balls.
Were batted away, throwaways,
or drops. Yeah, 5 batted balls, 6 throwaways, and 3 drops. 6 of those, if 6 of those actually end up being caught, that brings his completion percentage up to 65%. Okay? So not even half of them. On top of that, if you look at, I think we can all universally agree that one of Allen's strengths is getting to throw the ball on the move and play action, right? Yep. Well, so far this year, there's only been 18 play action plays, and he's only thrown it from an RPO twice.
Okay.
Not exactly a recipe for success for Josh to settle in and start to heat up the way that he was last year. So a combination of play calling and just missed opportunities is kind of where we sit right now. I think that he is overthinking and trying too hard and not just allowing things to come to him. He's said as much. I think it's been obvious. And Washington, their corners are not really that good. You're talking about guys that are giving up, 64%, 50%, 62% completions against, with almost like 300 some odd yards. So I think it's a bounce back game for him. And with that will come some opportunities in the run game for Singletary and also for Josh. I have 1 rushing touchdown for Josh this week as well. So
it's a bounce. You see, I like how you mentioned one thing. You said it's missed opportunities. I know out of those 84 passing attempts, 14 of them were bad bounce, throws aways, drops, or whatever. But I feel like a lot of that is on Allen. You know what I'm saying? Because he's holding on to the ball too long, and
some of it is. Some of it is, but also think about Feliciano and the interior offensive line letting guys in, batted balls. I mean, that's him having people in his face, being able to throw their hands up. He's got 790 in intended air yards for the season so far. Compare that to Heineke, who's at like 460. So he's almost doubled him up as far as where he's trying to throw the ball.
So let me ask you this: what do you feel Josh's big issues? Is he forcing? Is he pressing too hard, or is it the fault of, because you mentioned it, but you didn't come out and say it yet, or is it all on? I can't say all of it, but is mostly on Dable not putting him in proper position? Right, you said
part of it's stable.
18
play action passes,
but like only 2 of them he actually threw out of them or something of that nature. So
two RPOs. So like when they line up and do an RPO, he's only thrown out of it twice, which means it's either been a handoff or a keeper.
So Dable is not putting him in good position then.
Right, that's partially it. The other part is that he hasn't been able to hit a deep ball. Right, we all know that. It's been pretty obvious. The deep ball percentage has been bad, but then also he's overthinking it in that, and we've seen it in the first couple of games. He throws it and he's trying to short arm it because he doesn't want to overthrow it. Like in that first Pittsburgh game, he's overthrowing it, and then all of a sudden in the Miami game, he's short arming it.
Yes,
because he's in his head too much. He's not allowing the game to come to him. He's trying to make things happen, and in the process, he's trying to be perfect. And that's a recipe for disaster for Josh.
Can I give you a theory as to why this is happening?
Go ahead.
And you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right with this, because he was too strong. He had Emmanuel Sanders deep in that first game. You should be able to connect with that, no problem. And then last game, he's just short arming everything, almost everything. He's in. I think the pressure is this: his peers, right? The ones that he's been. I mean, they're putting the pressure on him. Like, oh, this is an MVP season for Allen. He's been hearing it all over. Then he gets paid $250 million. Right? He's the second highest paid quarterback in the game. So now the pressure of others are on him. I know he puts the pressure on himself and stuff, but he knows that Pat Mahomes is throwing 300-yard games like crazy. Aaron Rodgers just had a big game. So Kyler Murray is just killing the game right now. And right now, Allen isn't amongst the top guys. So the pressure he's putting on himself has him throwing all out of sorts. So
nobody is harder on Josh Allen than he is on himself. I can promise you that.
I will agree with you. However, I feel like he is looking at the others, seeing his peers, like, I mean, really killing the game right now. So he's pressing. He's been pressing the last couple of games. I hope this game is where he says, let me just chill out. I hope so, Randy. But you came with some fire today, man.
I hope so too. I mean, like I said, I think this is a good matchup for him. Everyone's concerned about Washington's defensive line. I am too. Yeah. Trust me, especially Jonathan Allen on the inside, who has more pressure than anybody else on that interior. You know, Deron Payne is a good player, but Allen has got 4 knockdowns, I think, this year so far, which leads the team.
Yes.
So, and especially with Feliciano, that matchup is not good for us. That's why it's important to get him out of the pocket on the run and have our receivers do their thing against a bad secondary and a really not good linebacker core either. Jamin Davis is a rookie. Bostic and I can't even remember the other guy's name. Not good against the pass. So now, get him on the run, get him moving.
Hear me out on this, because you mentioned get him out of the pocket. You get him out of the pocket with edge rushers like Montez Sweat and Chase Young that can run. It's not that great of an idea to get him out of the pocket. Now, there
RPOs.
This is where I was going to go with now. If you can get these guys crashing and aggressive, then you can have that opportunity. But they know Allen's game. They know he likes to go outside. Ron Rivera knows Allen, right? Not because he coached him or anything, but he knows the coach. And he's seen this. They're watching film. Allen was just all over the field last year. So they are familiar and prepared for that rollout. So I'm looking for these guys to try to contain and keep him inside and make him throw the rock. And you've seen what they've done to him.
I believe you. I believe you with the defensive line, but I want to say this. Didn't Daniel Jones just carve up this defense?
I know.
I mean, are we really talking about Josh Allen struggling against a defense that Daniel fucking Jones beat the shit out of? I mean, they didn't win the game, but I mean, come on.
Randy Hardman. Yo, you're not wrong with that. Listen, I love your takes, man. You need to call more often. I love these comebacks and back and forths. And I'm going to give an opportunity to these other guys. But before I do go, give me a score prediction. What do you got?
I got 41-10. Bills in a walkover with Josh at 326, 3 touchdowns, and 1 rushing touchdown.
Oh, I like that. I like that stat line. I like that a lot.
Oh, 27 of 44 passing, by the way. 27 of 44.
27 of 44. Realistic. Realistic. But I like the efficiency.
I'm trying to, what do you say? I'm trying to keep it a buck. Is that what they say nowadays?
My man,
is that what the kids are saying?
I like it. My man, Randy Hardman. Let's go, Randy. All right, Randy, I'm going to let you go, boy. And we'll definitely catch up on the post game after a big lopsided victory, which I'm hoping that we do get.
Damn right.
All right, buddy. We'll talk soon.
Later.
That's my guy, Randy Hardman. Keeping it a buck. Listen, I should make sense. Yo, would y'all buy shirts with keeping it a buck? Because, yo, I'm going to tell you, I just started saying that. I mean, let's keep it a buck, man. Like, let's keep it real. That's what it means if you guys don't know what it is. And I should put keeping it a buck with, I don't know, what kind of design would you guys put on that? Yo, y'all talk to me, man. If I make these keep it a buck tees, what kind of design are we looking at? What are we doing here? Talk to me. Anyway, we got a few more people that we're going to take, and I apologize for y'all waiting, but you guys are good people, man. You guys have been on the show before. You guys know how these things go. So let's see. Who am I going to go with next? You guys are going to be ready, right? Let's see. Oh, my guy, Lance. Lance Nelson. What's happening?
What's going on, Rico?
I'm good, boss. What's on your mind, man? How we feel about these Bills this weekend?
I'm feeling good about being there again. I love watching the game live, so that's my favorite thing.
So wait, are you going to the game live?
Yeah, I got seasons, so I'll be there every home game.
Okay. Before we get to football talk, season tickets. Worth it to have season tickets?
Yeah, dude. It's nothing like being there. Nothing. Can't beat it.
I'm one of those guys that goes once a year, maybe twice if I can work some deals out and get it out there, and the experience is great every time. As a season ticket holder, are you like, here we go again, another game, man, not that big a deal, or is it freaking amazing every single time?
Every time.
Okay, good. That'd be good.
5 years old, man. No, it's awesome. I love it.
That actually makes me feel good. So this whole PSL business, have you been paying attention and keeping up with this whole PSL stuff?
I haven't read it yet. My mom just told me. She just got here today. She's going to the game with me, and she just told me, "Hey, they're having PSLs," and I'm like, "Oh."
So how does she feel about it?
But, well, I mean, it's gonna be more expensive to buy tickets now. But,
yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Free for her, obviously. But,
yeah, for sure. But still, what do you mean free for her? Oh, you pay for her?
Yeah, I pay for my seats.
I was about to say, free for her for sure, 100%. All right, let's get to football talk. Let's get to it, man. Your biggest worry going into this game. How you feeling about it?
I'm just worried about my fantasy players from the Bills performing. I'm not really worried.
Who do you have on the Bills as your fantasy players?
I've got most of them, but the one I want to see and the one I think is actually going to step up is Gabe Davis. I talked about this with you last time I was on, and he just hasn't been there, man. So, I know Sanders has been on the deep ball, but, we got to get Davis, get some 30, 40-yard catches, get him in the end zone. And I think it's going to happen, man. I don't think these guys can run with Buffalo's offense. And honestly, I really wish that they'd move Ford back to the left side like they had last year and get Feliciano back to the right side on the O-line. But I don't know if it matters too much which side they play. I just think they had that going on last year with Ford and Dawkins on the left and then Feliciano and Williams on the right. So I'd like to see that a little bit more. I think Ford's been on the right side so far this year for the most part. And
Randy Hartman was just on with me just now, and he made a point of saying maybe Dable didn't put Josh Allen in the right position, or scheme him in the right situation for him to have major success. I've read that other places as well, where Josh is like, "Yo, we're doing new things, we're running new schemes a little bit." So yeah, I'm still kind of getting used to that. So is Dable? I don't want to use the word blame, but is Dable someone that you should say hold more accountable for how this offense has not been playing as great, especially in the past?
I'll say I hope that I don't have to turn around and yell at Dable this week like I did in the first game. Literally, I sit row 36 of the 100 level, and Dable's right behind me, in the box, and I'm just
in the press box.
I literally turned around and what are you doing, man? Come on,
Oh man, I will say this though, man. Being so close, are your seats? So you're near the press box, so you're far back. But every seat in the Bill Stadium is amazing. Actually, I can't say that one seat's worse than the other because you see a lot. I've never been in a bad place sitting at a Bills game. So watching from the game, from the stadium, what is your biggest pet peeve when you go to your season ticket holder, and the one thing you hate the most when you go to these games, and you're like, this is the one thing I do not like when I watch Bills games live?
I love everything about watching.
Yo, you're lying. Man. There's always something.
No, there's just a lot of these guys. Just are this one guy behind me. Is just like, man, the game's over. There's 3 minutes left, and we're down by 10.
Oh, that fan.
And I'm just like, dude, then leave. Get out of here. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, that fan is
I'm
annoying.
Cheering for the team. Either cheer for the team or get out of my face. I don't want to hear it. So no, and people asking you to sit down. It's like, dude, we're right here. Everyone's gonna be standing. Get box seats if you don't want to be standing. Enough with the sit down crap. It's like we're standing.
Hey,
we're fired
can't
up.
see, sit down.
Yeah, it's
off, man.
Yeah, for real, man. It's just.
I hear that. I was about to say, because going to a Bills, especially if you're a season ticket holder, the fan that is just too drunk. Is that fan annoying?
Dude, there was literally. So I just quit drinking this season. My first year sober. Right. So
good for you.
I walk in, right? Literally, I go to the concessions after the first 2 drives are over. I get some water, right? Girl throws up in the concourse being escorted by a sheriff. I get back to my section. This dude is 5th row, 50-yard line, passed out drunk on the steps of the section, puke all over his lap. He had to be carried out on a stretcher. It's like, bro, you wasted those seats. What are you doing?
Yeah, bunch of idiots.
Yeah.
They don't know how to hold their damn liquor.
It's been a couple years. So, they haven't been there in a while, so I get it.
Yeah.
But, man, it was insane to see it.
Is this the first week that the stadium is to be filled with only vaccinated people?
You have to have 1 shot this week.
Oh, yeah. This week is the one shot, and I think
Yep.
by October it's a double shot.
Then by the Halloween. So this game and next week you can have one shot, and then by Halloween you have to have both, or you have to. Like I only have the Johnson & Johnson one shot deal, so that's all I'm gonna get. But
Before I let you go, have you ever been to a Bills game where you were that person that was sloshed and threw up everywhere, and you were just a hot mess?
Oh, I never threw up in the stadium, but I got kicked out of the Green Bay game a couple years back. I was just hammered and
just too much.
Yeah, I was in the club section then, so it was waitress service at your thing and waitress, just it wasn't a good.
It was a good.
Yeah.
All right, this is the deal, man. You got to give me the score prediction, and I need a stat line for Josh Allen. Give me a stat line for Josh Allen.
Allen's probably gonna go. I'm hoping he goes like something like 24 for 35. 325, 2 or 3 touchdowns. I definitely think he's going to run one in. But I know you got Singletary on your team, so we got to get him in the end zone lunch.
I benched Singletary last week.
Told you, man. Told you week 1 you got to start him.
I benched him week 1. I benched him in the second week, and I was like, not doing it.
I just benched him too. Honestly, I just benched him this week again, just tonight.
There you go.
But, oh well. Anyway, so
give me a score prediction, man. I need a score prediction.
44-17 Buffalo.
44-17. I like that. 44-17. I need defensive touchdowns, or none. Not this game.
We definitely could. I mean, that guy Heineke's not going to really. I just have to say it's too. I am on the relax train with Allen. You didn't ask me, but I heard you.
You're on the relax train.
It's 2 games in, and we don't want to be given the Chiefs tape right now. It's like what he's Yoder saying.
Yeah.
We don't want to be giving them tape. We're going to do what we need to do to get there, and then we're just going to hit them.
So you think that they're going basic and vanilla,
right
up until we face?
It's just different, right? It's not necessarily vanilla, but it's just different. It's different from what people have seen. They can always get back to what made them successful last year, right? I mean, there's people are complaining we're not doing what we did last year. Yeah, no shit. Because when we need to do that, we don't want teams to expect it.
All right. I've seen a lot of takes. This one is we're not giving them anything. We're just going to wait until we hit them, and then we'll give them all we got. That better come true, because if we get whacked 65-0, Lance, I'm coming for your ass, man.
Put it on my shoulders, brother. I got broad shoulders. I can take it.
All right, man. Lance, have a good night, man. I appreciate you, man. And I will see you post-game.
Yeah, go Bills.
Yes, sir, man. That's my guy, Lance. Listen, we got a couple more people to go. I appreciate your patience. Before I get into these couple of people, man, fantasy football is a fun. I like fantasy football. Every year we play it is great. Strategy, trying to find strategy and trying to make it happen, man. I started I started Devin Singletary first week. I benched him the second week, and that's when he goes off. I was like, golly, man. Tony Pollard on my bench goes off for 24 points. Those 2 guys, if they played, I win my game. So now I got to tweak things. Golly. So I need to bring this forward to you guys. There's a guy in my league that has Stephon Diggs, but he doesn't have any running backs. I picked up Elijah Mitchell from 49ers, and I know he wanted him. So now he's like, hey, I need a running back. So I'm like, all right, if you want a running back, I will offer you. I have Devontae Smith, and I'm going to give him Melvin Gordon for Stephon Diggs. Would you guys do that trade? Let me know in the comment section. I'm going to go on to my next guy, Chad Cooper.
Hey,
Chad, what's happening, man?
Oh, nothing much.
I'm good. Listen, man, I let's get right to it. I need you to settle me down with Josh Allen. Am I tripping on Josh Allen? Am I too hard on him? Or Rico?
Well, I think as a fan, you're gonna just be harsh on him anyway because you got him on your fantasy football team. So you're gonna. I had him last year and he won it for me. I had him and Diggs.
Oh, he killed it for me, man.
So they blew up for me. But I think it's fine. Like the first week, that amount of pressure coming with how the O-line was doing, miserable. And then that Dolphins game, you just, like I said, I think it was all in his head. He was throwing him short. He didn't lead Diggs how he usually leads him. He threw it behind him. Yeah. I mean, a couple feet in front, it would have been touchdown. So it's like,
you're right about that.
I think with a couple of those throws were more accurate, we'd be at. I think he'd be looking good for MVP, like that Sanders throw. I mean, if you would have had that, that's another 80, like 60 yards on his record and all that stuff. I mean, I think we're fine. I think you don't have to be worried about it too much.
Okay.
But
Okay. If you're fine with Josh Allen, before I got to read this. I got to shout out to my guy Chino. Chino, what up, man? He goes, they let you make payments on the season tickets. Okay, so you can go do a payment plan. I got that, but not to worry about Josh Allen. He'll do great against playoff teams. We hope so, Chino. We hope so, bro. We hope so. All right,
that's the dreams.
So you're confident in Josh Allen. You have no issues in Josh Allen. Talk to me about this freaking O-line. Are you confident in the O-line too?
It's definitely stressful. I mean, last week it was a lot better.
Definitely a lot better last week.
But I mean, I don't know. You hear people say like the defensive line of Miami is good, which is not bad. They have decent people there, but wasn't like the Steelers. But who knows how the Steelers are going to look towards the middle of the year? Like you can't. It's the first. You know, what I mean, we're only 2 games in. They could look big because our O-line wasn't that great. You know what I mean? It's like that's what sucks being so early in the season. That's a good thing and bad thing. People are starting to get better, like Washington. I think Washington, by the end of the year, they're going to be disgusting in the D-line area. They should be now, but they're still not clicking yet. Just like our offense. It's not clicking yet.
It's early for a lot of people in the league, man. It is early, but it's also not early enough for us to see things that you're like, this is a problem. This, if we don't solve this issue now, is going to bite us in the ass late into the season. And then when it F's us, we're like, oh, man, remember when that time we were talking about how bad this was? Now look what it's doing to us now. So we need to try to fix it. So that's why you have some people kind of panicking on this O-line.
I think we do need it. I mean, bring up Spencer Brown, have him try it out at least. At least bring him onto the active roster. Like bring him up on the active roster for this game. Yep. Have him be active, and if we have to, like, just throw him out there for like 5-6 plays, see how he plays compared to the other, just to see how it goes, like for like one trip around. Like I don't know, just to see if it works. And if he gets blown up, a couple plays later, just swap him out. You know what I mean?
I'm listening. I'm with you. I actually mess with that. I do mess with that.
But
we have a few Redskins fans in the chat, or maybe one single Redskins fans in the chat. I'm not sure. I got this one guy named SK Giovanni. I think he's a Redskins fan. He says, I don't hate Josh. I always thought he was the best QB out of draft. And Josh is probably going to wax that ass when it comes to Washington.
I think my prediction is I think the Bills are going to start with running to open up the RPO game for Josh. I think either Singletary, it's probably going to be Singletary, but it could be Moss. One of them is going to get like another 40 or 50, I'll say 40 to 50 yard run, just because how soft they're going to be playing up front initially. If Daniel Jones can get that many yards, imagine what an actual running back could get with a good run going.
See, somebody mentioned something to that nature of just because Team A had success against Team B doesn't mean Team C is going to have a success against Team A. Every matchup and everything is completely different. However, we do have the better weapons on our team. So I'm looking forward to that. So Chad Cooper, you know the drill, man. I need a score prediction and I need a stat line for Josh Allen.
I think it's going to be I'll say a 38 to like 20.
38-20.
I got McLaren on my team, so he has to get like some yards at least.
I got you.
Then I think Josh is gonna do better, like accuracy wise. I'd say like 24 for like a 33 ish, and I think I would say have him break 300, have a 305, but I think we're gonna get more rushing touchdowns than passing touchdowns. Okay. I think he'll get those deep throws, and they'll get either tackled before or close to it, and then Moss will probably get a touchdown. And also, on just so far on the defense, I do think Epinesa and Groot both get both get sacks this game.
Listen, I think I'm going to with you. I think Taylor Heinicke is going to have.
Yeah,
He's
I
gonna
don't
have
see
a
either of
hell
them
of a, he's
getting.
gonna have a hell of a day.
I don't see either of them getting multiple, but I think that I see both of them getting at least one.
Appreciate you, man. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, that's my man Chad Cooper. Chad Cooper, we will see you at the
Yeah.
post game, man. You better be there, man. I'm gonna be talking
Yeah, I'll
about
be there.
how the Bills beat down the damn Washington football team.
Yep, definitely.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Peace.
That's my guy, Chad Cooper. Ladies and gentlemen, we got one more call. One more call. He's been super patient. Brandon.
What up, Rico?
What's happening, Brandon? Yo, you've been mad patient, man. You're probably doing homework in the background. You're doing all your notes. I don't know what you were doing, but you're ready and prepared. What's up, man?
I'm looking at this trash ass offense we're about to go up against.
Oh, bring your shit. Talk your shit, man. Talk to me about this offense. What are you talking about?
All week I've been hearing about, yo, is Josh Allen a bust? Did we pay him too much money? Chase Young's coming up. How's that offensive, bro? It's like, I'm sorry, did we not just shut out Miami? Like, we're not like a top 3 bro, I'm looking at Washington's offense right now.
I have a feeling you're gonna come with it, so I'm gonna give you, keep going. Talk your shit. Let's go.
Listen, bro. I'm looking at this Washington offense right now. You take away Terry McLaurin, who they got? You know?
Hold on. Pause for a second, because I have a feeling that you're about to go off. And when I feel that someone's about to go off, I got to give them their proper go off anthem. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready, bro.
All right. The floor is yours. Here with your mother effing chest. Let's go.
Listen, bro. I'm looking at this Washington offense. You take away Terry McLaurin, you know who their next best up receiver is? Antonio Gibson. I'm so sick of this defense is so underrated, and it's because we lose to the Steelers, and everybody forgets. The defense is so overlooked right now because it's all about, did Josh Allen is he a bust? Did we not pay him enough money? You know, I'm thinking this defense right here is gonna shut him out. Maybe for like a garbage time touchdown, because Teron Johnson could handle Terry McLaurin, but we got Trey White on him, so it's no big deal. And then Antonio Gibson, who? You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. That's
Yo, Brandon coming with the heat. Now, Brandon, listen. I like that you came with the heat like that. So I'm going to fuel this. All right. So I'm a Redskins fan, and I wish I had a Redskins chump to come in on here on the show, but I'm a Redskins fan. All right. So I'm going to try to parlay my team and give you. I want you to battle me. This is what I'm going to say. So you talk about Antonio Gibson, he's the second best receiver. Listen, he's a receiving back. Not only can he catch the ball in the backfield, I can catch the ball. I can run the ball well. And who's going to cover me? Is it going to be Matt Milano? Is it going to be Edmonds? Who's gonna stay with me? That's number one. McLaurin is eating everybody's lunch. Trey White allowed 6 touchdown passes last year. You don't think I'm gonna get mine? You don't think I'm gonna get mine against Trey White? Let's keep it real. Now, I haven't even gone at your O-line. Your O-line gave up mad pressures to TJ Watt and the Pittsburgh Steelers in week 1. You don't think I'm gonna be able to do that with Chase Young, Daron Payne, Allen, and Montez Sweat and get after that ass? I'm going to make Deion Dawkins look like nothing. How are you going to stop us? You can't pass the rock unless you stop my pass rush. Can you guys stop my pass rush?
Yeah. You know why? Because your defense is going to be on the field all game.
Oh.
Antonio Gibson, we can put a corner on him if we need to, but Matt Milano, you don't know who Matt Milano is? You didn't see Matt Milano go after the play, get after it all game last week? Man, you're going to find out who Matt Milano is. Antonio Gibson's going to find out who Matt Milano is.
Brandon! Yo, listen. Brandon, I like your energy. You brought the energy. That's what I wanted. Now, truth be told, a lot of people aren't talking about this defense because they're too enamored with Josh Allen. But there's a reason they're enamored with Josh Allen, because Josh Allen took the league by storm last year. So everybody now knows Josh Allen's name because they were sullying his name 2 years prior to that, saying he was a bum, he can't pass, he's got no accuracy, and then he shut everyone up last year. So now he's got everybody on the hype train. So then they pay him $258 million. So now everybody's like, okay, Mr. 250, what have you done for me? And right now, That's why people are all about Josh Allen and not worried about this defense. Now, I will say this, though. I think you have a point that it's going to be getting rid of the ball, and the defense is going to be on the field all day because we're just going to just kill clock and keep going and get after the ass. I think you may have a point there, but don't sleep on McLaurin. McLaurin don't give a damn who the damn DB is. He's going to get his.
Nah, I have all respect for Terry McLaurin, but Terry McLaurin hasn't fit straight away. I mean, it's a depth thing for me. It is honestly a depth thing for me. They have Terry McLaurin and who, you know? Like, I know, you know, you got Logan Thomas. You know, people were saying, like, oh, we should be worried about Gesicki, who was quiet last week. You know, it's a depth thing for me. Terry McLaurin is gonna have a good game, but don't expect, you know, big numbers like he had against the Giants defense and the Chargers. I mean, people sleep again. It was because we lost to the Steelers, and it's because Josh Allen is a big topic. You know, they're not. People forget that we just shut out Miami in Miami. You know.
Yeah.
Like,
now,
I know
granted, Miami is that quarterback situation is not great, and I never really believed in Tua. Their running game is and their offensive line is horrible. So I can't use the Dolphins as anything special. We're about to find out what's really good with these Redskins, and then I keep saying the Redskins. I just know them as Redskins. Fuck it. We're gonna find out what's good with these Redskins until they change their name, and then the following week against the Texans. We'll see how they do, but it's gonna be something. Now, before we get out of here, I need a stat line. I need a score prediction. Brandon, talk to me. What do you got?
Listen, this is gonna be a garbage time touchdown. We're looking at like a 35-7 game here. I mean, nice. It's people sleep on this defense. You know, they did last year. Well, they were okay last year, but they sleep on this defense. It's gonna be 35-7. Josh Allen, you know, he doesn't need to play like he did last year, and I think that's what people kind of aren't getting. That we got spoiled last year, so he needs to play better, but he doesn't need to play like he did in last year. With that being said, I think we're looking at like 220 yards, couple of passing touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown for sure.
And a rush touchdown. I respect it. Listen, Brandon, appreciate you. You brought that energy, and I'm glad that you happened to be the last person because you brought the energy, and I love it. So tune in for the post game, and maybe I might just bring on most people to chat about the game, and then we'll go from there, man. So I will catch you at the flip side, man. Good to talk to you, brother.
Yeah. You too, bro. You're the GOAT. You're literally the GOAT.
I appreciate you, man. That's love. That's my guy, Brandon, man. Brandon came with the heat. Now, listen, I asked y'all a question earlier. Fantasy question. My man, he's a friend of mine, and he's sleeping on this trade that I gave him. I wanted Stephon Diggs. I was going to give him Melvin Gordon and Devontae Smith. He's a starting receiver. He's receiver number 1. He's getting 8 targets a game. And I'm giving him Melvin Gordon. Give me Stephon Diggs. You got Brett. You got Hopkins. And he's not good enough. So he counters and says, hey, how about you take Henry Ruggs? I was like, get out of here with the Henry Ruggs nonsense. Henry Ruggs. So he's sleeping on it. Now, my brother, he's in my fantasy league team. He's like, yo, you're giving him way too much. You're actually losing on this because you're giving him a number 1 receiver that replaces Stephon Diggs in the production that he's going to get, and you give him a running back that's a starter. So like you're winning. You're letting him win. And I'm like, I don't look at it that way. I look at it, I need a dynamic receiver, and I have a good amount of running backs on my squad. I can give up 1 starting guy. So is that a fair one? See, he's offered me Riggs for Tony Pollard. Not happening. Tony Pollard is giving me starter numbers. So I ain't giving up Tony Pollard. You need to give me something better than Henry Ruggs. Sorry, bro. And he just picked up Henry Ruggs off of waivers. No thanks. No merci. Not doing it. So, folks, I hope you guys enjoyed the show, number 1. I need to do this. I need to bring this back on Friday nights. Friday nights is when we bring people to talk on and get their opinions off before the game. And maybe I can try to incorporate that a little bit during the post game. I don't know. We're going to see how that plays out. But I love the chatter that we've had today. I have a Redskins fan in the chat right now going off, talking about Diggs ain't special. Diggs ain't dynamic. This boy's a fool. This boy is a fool, man. I don't know what he's talking about, but you guys are getting after that ass. Scott Blake says, yo, we have intellectual discussions regardless of what team. Absolutely. 100%. We don't just talk about Bills all the time. We talk about other teams. But it is what it is. Some people just don't know how to control themselves. Jason Taylor says, Rico, why put up comments from trolls? You got to, man. Because you need to see some of the nonsense. Like, if you see trolls in this chat, think about the trolls that are on Twitter that are getting after you and saying some bullshit. So sometimes you got to give trolls their shine because that's what they want. They want to shine, and they go from there. Like, look, SK. I think he's trying to name all the receivers that are better than Stephon Diggs. He's saying Tyreek Hill better than Stephon Diggs. False. DeAndre Hopkins. I think they wash each other. I think DeAndre Hopkins is nice. Devontae Adams, nice. Julio Jones, that's about the same or wash. Julio Jones is nice though. I'm not gonna lie. Mike Evans, I'm taking Stephon Diggs over. AJ Brown, I'm taking Stephon Diggs over. Tyler Lockett, I'm taking Stephon Diggs over. And DK, I'm taking Stephon Diggs over. So no, SK. The only true receiver that I would say is better, and it's hard for me to say that. Maybe DeAndre Hopkins, maybe because of the talent, and Devontae Adams, and maybe Julio Jones. But Mike Evans, AJ Brown, Tyler Lockett are at the same or below. Same or below. So don't even try it. But you tried it though. I'm trying to see what else is SK, because SK's got a whole bunch of people up in their panties up in a bunch. Don't let him get to you guys like that, man. Don't let him get to you. He's just being funny. Because this Redskins about to get their asses waxed. I'm about to bust all over you, man. All over that ass, man. So it's going down. SK. I wish I could give you the link so you can jump on there and talk your shit, because I'd love to. But yeah, you ain't gonna do that. You ain't gonna do that, SK. You ain't gonna jump on here. You don't got that. You don't got that heat, man. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed the show, please throw them mics up. You guys already know how we do, man. Get your microphones up, throw them mics up. If you guys enjoyed the show, if it was something that was worth listening to, we had a steady over 200 people viewing this show, and we're going on at 2 hours of showtime. So appreciate you. If you have a chance, throw them mics up. Oh, he's a Cowboys fan? That's even worse. That's the team I hate. I don't like the Cowboys. But anyway, it is what it is. So if you guys enjoyed the show and you guys are planning on coming back, throw them mics up in the chat. That fantasy trade. Are you down with that fantasy trade? Stephon Diggs. I get Stephon Diggs. He gets Melvin Gordon, and he gets who else did I say? Devontae Smith. What are your thoughts on that? My man Lance Nelson comes in and says, yo, Adams is number 1, Diggs number 2. Julio and Hop aren't quite there anymore. Fanatics is life. That's what I'm talking about. Lance, let's go, man. They don't realize that Stephon Diggs is one of the best receivers in the game, and he's talking about Tyreek Hill. Get the out of here, bro. What are you saying? SK. Tripping, man. Yo, appreciate the mics. Mic check. I appreciate that, man. You guys are going to have a fantastic weekend. We're going to do this again post-game. It's going to be fun. And it's about that time. So, folks, enjoy the rest of the weekend. We will see you again Sunday evening after the game. It's going to be fun. It's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's the RICO Report. We have officially made it to 20,000 subscribers. Yay! And I have you guys to thank for that. Go Razorbacks. It's college football tomorrow. Maybe the Razorbacks are going to do well. Scott Blakely, I appreciate you. You are the man. No one touches your content. Yo, that's love, man. Scott Blakely got me wanting to dance, boy. I got to start that music all over again. The Scott Blakely got me feeling good right now. You know what I'm saying? I was about to get my bounce on. I'm going to wait it up. I'm going to let that beat drop. And I appreciate you, man. There's a lot of content creators out there. No shade. All love. But everybody's got their own flavor. You know what I'm saying? Some people like to put a little spice on their chicken. Some people just put salt and pepper. Not me, sir. Salt and pepper is not good enough for me. I got to put a little more stuff. A little more this. Some green spices. And we're getting it out, man. Spice your chicken, kids. So, folks, that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. We will see you guys after the game. I hope that we absolutely destroy the Redskins. I hope Josh Allen is removed off the milk carton. He's been missing for the last couple weeks. I hope that he says, guys, I'm here. Hi, my name is, I'm back. Josh Allen back at it again. Ladies and gentlemen, number 17. We need a big game from him. We need a big game from number 50. We need a big game from number 27. Because 27 is going to have his hands full. I'm going to tell you that right now. Folks, it's the Buffalo Fanatics. It's the RICO Report. Perry. Yes, Perry's nice, man. Put a little kick to that. You know what I'm saying? I like that. I can rock with that. So we will see you guys Sunday. Folks, enjoy the rest of the evening. And we will catch you guys on the flip side. It's your boy. And I'm gone.